You used to call me on my cell.
Welcome back to Manny Reacts. Today I'll be reacting to another Beyonce compilation. This one is called Beyonce Having the Biggest Virgo Energy Ever, and this is completely pertinent to who I am and what I am, because I am a Virgo and therefore I am Beyonce, and Michael Jackson as well, because I think Michael's a Virgo.
Beyonce Giselle knows. My birthday is September 4th, 1981. I'm a Virgo. I will not.
I'm gonna try not to look.
I whooped him.
How many times I go around the hay ball?
It does not matter, boo. I whooped you. Thank you.
It does not matter, boo. I whooped you.
What? Did I win? Did I win? Did I win? Did I win? Did I win?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm the worst winner. I'm the worst winner ever. Especially if like the game is very competitive, or whatever we're competing over is very like competitive. Like I will if I win, don't let me win. Don't let me win anything, because I will gloat and make fun of you. I'm bad. Don't let me win. But if I'm winning by a landslide, then I won't. I'll be more humble. But if you're giving me a run for my money, it's gonna annoy me, because you are too close to where I am in terms of, I don't know, you almost beat me. I take that personal.
What?
Does that sound bad? Does that sound really bad? I feel like it does.
Do you see this? I've been drinking celery.
I've been drinking
Watercress and spinach leaves for 3 days. I'm gonna have to pass by this. And this cheese is just dangerous. Look, I pour a piece of celery.
That celery looks good too.
I wanted people to know that I really cared. I wanted to really make sure I got the pronunciation right, to not misrepresent the language.
Very say ah.
Say ah. Say ah.
Yes.
Say ah. Say ah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay. Contigo soy capaz de lo que sea.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, the T could have been contigo.
Sorry.
Wow, that was good.
That was terrible.
I don't know how to relax. Yeah, absolutely. I don't like to get a massage. Only time I can really relax is on a boat, because then I have no excuse. I'm stuck, and I have to take care of myself and eat good food, and I can't escape.
My worst habit.
I love that.
Is.
What is my worst habit?
What is my worst habit?
I clean up after myself mad late, so I always like clean up after myself on time. What? By definition, I just contradicted myself. On my time, I mean. So, for example, like if the dishes are like, I'm not gonna do the dishes right away. I'm not gonna do the dishes right away. I'm just gonna put them in there, let them soak for a day until I need them again. Then I'll wash them and use them again.
My worst habit is probably being not so organized when I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm very organized when I'm working and when I'm traveling, but when I get home, I don't want to think about anything. So I throw everything around.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like to
I can relate
keep
to
things
this.
tidy.
You are alright just on that. Without the children, you were kind of...
The children. But that's nice. She was polite in the way that she corrected.
You were kind of...
You were kind of soft, but you were still good. See, that's nice. And that's the thing, as a leader, I don't understand leaders who just like destroy people's self-esteem and self-confidence. Like, yo, you're not a leader. If that's what you're doing, like, you're not a leader. You're not a leader. But there are some people who I guess it depends, because some people respond to that. Like if you're on them about something, but other people like me, I don't respond to that. Like if I'm not doing something right and someone is supposed to be leading me, whether it's a supervisor, advisor, whatever, and like you telling me that I suck or like something, like I'm not going to respond to that. So I guess it all depends. But if you're going to break somebody down, you got to be able to build them up. That's the problem with a lot of people. Look at like Kevin Samuels, for example. Bro is just like, very effective at breaking people down and humiliating them and just dragging them through the mud and making them feel less than. And but he's not good at building anyone back up. And quite frankly, you don't have to humiliate somebody in order to build them up and teach them a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not necessary in most cases. Like, I know he's not a licensed clinician, but no therapist would like recommend that. Is just that's reckless. That's a reckless way of interacting with people, especially if they come to you vulnerable and they asking for advice, this, that, and the other. But let me play the video. Works 2 shifts.
Maybe Frey can tape me doing something. I mean, that would be good if they had one of those where they could all beautiful.
Play it again. I can't trust them. They don't know what they doing. Just give me a nice spotlight. I'm gonna work my coat. I don't care if a light is showing me or not. If I gotta run down all the way on that ring me along,
I'm the same way with my art. Like, whew, I don't trust anybody. I don't trust. People give feedback sometimes. I only take it from like folks that I trust. You know, if I see. But
so I'm on my way to Radio City.
Even with like teaching or activism, like things that I do, you gotta be a bad, like, to give me advice. Like, you gotta have already done what I'm trying to do in some capacity. Otherwise, like, don't say nothing to me. If you don't understand like what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to accomplish, if you don't see the vision, you ain't got your feedback doesn't mean a whole lot, you know, because you don't even understand the parameters of the situation that I am working in.
My first run through, well, my only run through of the day, and I'm doing full dress rehearsal so I can review the tape and make sure everything's perfect.
Hello, I'm Beyonce, and here we are on the set of my new video for my song Listen. Anything I do very, very well, without much effort.
You know I'm being embarrassed when I watch this on TV.
They're not gonna
oh no, that's
British accent is the worst.
When I'm working, I am very professional, matter of fact. I don't hold back my opinions. I have very strong opinions, but I also have strong opinions about things that are great and tell everybody when I really like something. I never challenge anyone more than how I challenge myself.
He said that was not creative.
This is not working. Once I do it and I feel it, then I'll agree. I just know that something doesn't feel right. I just want it to be right. I'll be here all night. I can't eat because I'm about to go upside down.
See, and some people are like, they're so, they don't even know what right means. I'd imagine only the people who work close to her, the people in her inner circle, the people who are like-minded, they know what right means. But a lot of people don't know what right means, because to her, like, that she's in a different stratosphere in terms of her understanding of what greatness looks like. So a lot of people can't comprehend, well, what do you mean by look right? Like, you don't know, and it's not for you to know. It wasn't meant for you to know.
And I gotta do a show. Jealous. I'm sounding like a Texan, which I love, but I want to say lucky I'm fatty.
Okay,
I don't know if I'm even saying it right, but it sounds good.
I mean, you have
pretend.
a ha in there.
Performance, you did this thing with the dove.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
was that where you... Now, see, in addition to having to do all of that, you got to worry about, is the dove going to come?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you look really
Was that the
carefully, I just
Dangerously
took
in
the
Love
breath like,
performance?
thank the Lord Jesus. I also feel like
that's a
because I work
panther.
so hard, because I do so many things, people expect perfection, or people expect almost like,
You keep setting the bar
you
high
know,
for yourself.
like I'm a robot. Did you just spit on me?
Did you take cussing lessons?
No, I didn't. I mean, all of that stuff was easy, but I never even realized I needed a year off. And I never realized I don't know how to take a year off. I have my hand in everything. I am completely critical and very, very particular, and no one can see what I see in my mind. No one can hear what I hear in my mind.
Also, the fact that I'm the second lead vocalist of the group, and that's about it.
I'm with Tavia. I sing.
And some of those songs you did 2 and 3 times to make sure they were perfect.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes that's not a good thing because it was so hot. I've seen pictures and I'm like drenched, and it was so much energy though.
I can relate to that too, man. Just like trying to be a perfectionist, trying to do everything at once as best as you can, like quality wise, and it taking an effect on like your mental health or your physical health. Like for instance, I've been sitting in this chair for the past 2 hours, and this is the 10th video I've recorded today, and this is not good for me, and I know it's not, and I know I need to change things up. And I'm also hoping that these reaction videos serve as an investment so that one day I can put myself in a position so that like I can live off this thing. Well, not live off, but make enough money to live off this thing and buy a better chair and buy better equipment so I could increase the quality of content that I'm dishing out to y'all. And I just think I'm gonna have to make some of those sacrifices in order to get there, because without sacrifice, there is no reward. Like personal sacrifice. Not impressed at all.
Can I see the next one?
She's like, all this is off.
I think it looks really messy.
I mean, it is early, early times for the lighting guys still. And
okay. Well, in general, the set looks really fake. It's it just doesn't make sense.
Like they were in that room for like the next 10 hours.
The whole purpose of the set is the background and the people and the floor and the instruments. Everything is supposed to be white. But the way y'all are lighting it, it doesn't matter because you can't tell what the set is doing.
No,
all right, the side should be white.
All white.
Yeah,
So we'll go all white.
Yeah, we've got guys to do it tonight. So.
Okay. I mean, I said that yesterday.
Right. Yeah, no, everything should be white.
Okay, so let's start rehearsing. I saw this YouTube clip maybe about a year ago.
This.
And I held on to that, locked it away in my memory bank, and I said, okay, for my next project, when I do up-tempos, that's how I want to dance.
I like that dress thing.
Unfortunately, that is great as it is, we're not using it, right? I don't like that the beat comes in before the beat comes in.
Right.
You can't give away the song. I give away the song, not the intro.
Stop pretending that I have it all together. And if I'm scared, be scared. Allow it. Release it. Move on.
Yeah, that was deep. All right. If y'all enjoyed this reaction video, please comment, like, and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.